CWC News.
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Gage.
And this is the third CWCTV news show of 2011-2012. We have all inside scoop on the news here at Clearwater Creek.
I can't wait to start this year's reading program.
Me neither, but you know what, Gage? Kathleen is live at this year's reading program.
Oh really? Let's check it out.
CWC recently started their annual reading program. This year it's called Reading Roundup. Each grade has a certain amount of minutes they have to read individually. Pre-K to second grade is 240 minutes. Third grade reads 320 minutes. Fourth grade and fifth grade read 480 minutes per month. If every kid reads his or her amount of minutes, they get a fun bookmark. If the whole school reads at least 500,000 minutes, then CWC will have a reading rodeo at the end of the year.
This year's reading program seems like a lot of fun.
I agree. Our school recently had two very special visitors. Maggie Kolb, the Director of Communications, and Brent Yeager, the Director of General Administration. They stopped by in for an interview. Let's go check it out. Hi, I'm here with Brent Yeager, the Director of General Administration, and Maggie Kolb, the Director of Communications. Hi, I have a few questions for you. Could you describe your jobs for us?
Well, my job is to do anything pretty much that has to do with elementary schools. So I get to work with elementary schools all over the school district and get to work with great principals like Mr. Smith and help them do their jobs better.
I oversee all of the external and internal communications for the district, which means the website, the newsletter, press releases, interactions with the news media, things like that. That's what I do.
Okay, what part of your job do you like the most?
My favorite part of my job is doing what I'm doing here at Clearwater Creek right now, getting out in schools, talking to kids and principals and teachers and seeing the great things happening.
I basically the same thing. I love to meet students and meet staff members, and I love that I get to share the wonderful things that everyone does here in the Olathe School District.
Great. What do you like to do when you're not working?
When I'm not working, I like to spend time with my kids. I have a little girl named Grace who's 2 and my son Sam who's 5 who goes to kindergarten at Sunnyside. So I really like to hang out with my kids.
I like to spend time with my family, and I really love to cook.
What do you think is something students today need to know for their future?
Well, for their future, I think a couple of things. I think kids today need to know as much as they can about technology, because that's changing all the time, and it's so important for kids to know about that. And I think kids need to know about how to work with other people, because almost any job that you have to be able to work with other people.
I think kids need to know to never stop learning, because technology and things are always changing, and so it's always good to be a lifelong learner.
Mm-hmm. And what would you do if you won $1 million?
That's a tough question. If I won $1 million, I would probably do a little bit of something for me. I've always wanted a Porsche, so I'd probably buy a Porsche. But other than that, I'm not sure what I'd do. I'd probably help my family and my friends, and maybe give a little bit of money to our school district too to help.
I think I like all the things that Mr. Yeager said. I would also like to travel the world.
That's a good one.
And maybe write a book.
That's a good one.
In the free time.
Thank you.
Thank you
very much.
These teachers remind me when I gave my second grade teacher an apple.
You know what? Me too. Talking about Apple reminds me about Apple Day here at Clearwater Creek.
Let's go live to our correspondent, Caitlin, with Mrs. Williams, the first grade teacher and the creator of First Grade Apple Day.
I'm here with Miss Williams on the first grade Apple Day, and I have a few questions. So, why do you do Apple Day?
We do Apple Day because, well, I've been doing Apple Day for 13 years now. I've been doing Apple Day for 8 years at Clearwater Creek, and we do Apple Day because the kids really enjoy it. It's fun for them to get to do different things. They get to mix in with all the other first grade classes, so it's fun for them to get to be with other people. We also do it to celebrate Johnny Appleseed's birthday, and it's just a fun change from the classroom, and they still get to learn.
Okay, and what activities do the students get to do on Apple Day?
On Apple Day, the students get to do lots of different things. They have 8 different stations they go to. They get to cook apple pancakes. They get to do a sink and float activity, a science activity. They get to weigh apples and measure apples and get to learn how to do that with science. They get to play a couple games. They also do some art projects. We do some math with it also, and then they get to do some taste testing to decide what kind of apples they like. And so it's kind of, we cover all the different, and we also do some reading and some books like that. So they get to cover all the different subjects.
Okay, well, thank you.
Sure, no problem.
Ashley, have you ever bought for apples on Halloween?
No, but CWC recently had their classroom parties and their Halloween parade.
Let's check it out. Boo! CWC recently had their annual Halloween parade and classroom parties. Each kid got to bring their costume to school. At 2:30, everyone got to walk around the school in their costumes as a Halloween parade. There were old men, ghosts, fairies, and even Colonel Sanders, the KFC guy. Happy Halloween! That was spooky. I love seeing all the costumes, and that's a good school tradition to have.
Now let's talk about another school tradition, CWC movie night.
That was really fun last year. I wonder what movie they're playing this year.
Let's go back to Mason and see what movies they're going to play this year in an interview with Mr. Smith.
Let's check it out.
Hi, I'm Mason with Mr. Smith to ask him a couple questions about movie night. What are the movies that you are showing?
Well, our first movie that we're going to be showing is Toy Story 3. And we probably may look at Cars 2 in December. And then in the spring, we'll probably wait to see what movies come out that maybe we'll get a chance to show.
What do you think is the best part about movie night?
Well, the best part about movie night is, not only the movie, but this year we're doing something a little bit different. For every student that pre-orders a ticket, they're going to be placed in a raffle, and somebody's going to actually get a walkout with their own copy of that movie. So, like next Friday when we have our movie night, somebody will be a lucky winner for the Toy Story 3 movie.
Who had the idea of movie night?
Well, our parent-teacher organization, our board, we talked about having movie night, and we have to pay some copyright fees in order to be able to show some of those movies. So once we got all that kind of worked out a little bit, we were able to start that last year, and we had a great turnout last year, so we decided to keep having it this year.
Why did you decide to do movie night?
Well, one of the things is I know that a lot of students like to go to movies, and a lot of the movies that we get a chance to show, maybe some of the students have seen them before, or maybe they're just recently have been put out for like on DVD or something, or they're just first time they're being shown maybe on television. So we thought it would be just a great opportunity for us to get a chance to show some of those favorite movies, and I know I like to watch some of the same movies over and over again, and we also thought it'd be a great time that maybe we could just have all of our families present here, and just for other maybe parents to get to know other parents, and other kids to get to know other kids, and just have just kind of a fun time.
Thanks. Now back to you guys at the studio.
CWC sure does a lot of things to keep students while in school.
They sure do. Another activity are the 5th grade tech teams.
I know about the Shutterbug's the digital photography team, but I didn't know there are other teams.
Let's find out with Kathleen and her behind the scenes of tech team.
I'm here with Joe to ask him a few questions about his tech team. So, can you explain your tech team for us?
Well, what we do is we interview people, and we also look up jokes in joke books, and sometimes we read stuff so we can do polls. Then we write it down in this notebook, and as we're writing the information down, we will also say what we're going to put where on each of these little columns. And then after we're done with all that, then we can type it up on the computer. When we're done, it will hopefully look as good as this.
What's your favorite part about doing your tech team?
Well, I really like typing the information down.
Thanks, Joe. Hi, I'm here with Maddie, a tech team Shutterbug. So, Maddie, could you explain what a Shutterbug does?
Well, we take pictures of kids working in the classroom or at recess, and then we make slideshows or murals.
what are you working on right now?
I'm working on a slideshow with pictures from quarter 1, and then we're going to take the pictures and put them out on the TV in the lobby.
What's your favorite part of being a Shutterbug?
Well, I love to do the projects. The murals are so fun.
Thanks, Maddie.
This is Seth, part of Team Comic. Seth, what are you working on?
I'm working on a comic on an app called Comic Life.
How do you make these comics?
Well, first you get on it and then you can choose like a blank template or like a party, birthday, and different ones like that. And then you pick your panel layouts, which has like the little boards where you put all the like animated people or all the words that you want to put on.
What's your favorite part about making comics?
My favorite part is probably when they're done and when you print them out, you can look at your comic and then give them to people around the school.
Thanks, Seth.
This is Ashley, part of CWCTV crew.
Hi, Ashley.
Oh, hi.
What are you working on?
Well, I'm working on my CWCTV show that I'm putting it together for our 3rd show.
What's your favorite part about being on CWCTV?
I think my favorite part would be filming when somebody's filming us in our studio. And then if we have bloopers, we put them together at the end of the show or something like that.
Thanks, Ashley. Back to you in the studio.
Wow, I bet this stay busy. Gage, what are you doing?
November 5th is National Book Day.
National Book Day. What's that?
Let's go live to Mason to learn all about it.
The first Saturday in November is Book Lovers Day. Book Lovers Day encourages you to find a place and relax with a good book. Book reading is a great hobby. It's an important one too. Employers look for resumes. Reading is educational, informative, and relaxing. It makes us both smarter and happier people. Book Lovers Day is a great day to celebrate. Just grab an interesting book, find a quiet, cozy place, and crack open the cover.
Hey, Gage, do you hear music?
You know what? I do hear music. It's probably from the jazz assembly with Lisa Henry.
Oh, I think you're right. Let's go check it out.
Yeah, bring it. What do you have for me? So, Kylie, I'm going to do something special with you that I normally never do until later on, but I'm going to let you scat whatever comes to your mind. So I'm going to scat something. It's going to be just like we're talking about something, but it's going to be in scat language, okay? So, do you want to start the conversation, or do you want me to start?
You can start.
Okay. So, before we get this started, though, Kylie, I got to make sure you have a groove. Do you have a groove? Okay, she's got her groove. All right, Kylie. Ready? Here we go. I'll start off.
Lisa Henry, and I'm going to have some few questions for her. How are you?
I'm doing great. I had a great time at your school today. I didn't know y'all were this cool, or I would have come earlier.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so what has been the highlight of your career?
The highlight of my career, oh gosh, there have been a lot. There have been so many. I've gotten to travel all over the world, but I will tell you, the highlight of my career is always coming to schools like yours and performing and letting you all scat with me and just have a great time. That's what I have a whole lot of fun.
What is your favorite part of what you do?
Oh, coming to schools. This is a favorite part of what I do. I also love to travel. I get to travel all over the world. I've been to Africa, India, South America, Paris. Oh goodness, all over the place, and I always have a great time.
I bet that's been really interesting.
It's been very interesting, very interesting. Everybody should travel.
What do you like to do in your free time?
Oh, you know what I love to do? I like doing scrapbooking stuff. You like scrapbooking?
Yes.
I like scrapbooking. And I like doing little artsy things, you know. I love to cook. Oh, I love to cook. And I do a lot of reading. And I help people learn how to read too. So I don't have a lot of free time, but when I do have free time, I fill it up really quick.
Why should people care about jazz music?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, this is why you wonderful people should care about jazz music. Because jazz is America's music. It was born right here in the United States, and everybody should know that jazz is one of the #1 exports. So when we go out into different countries, they always ask us, can you play some jazz? We want to hear some jazz. So jazz is the music of inclusion. It includes people. And it really has a lot of those ideas of democracy. So that in a jazz band, I may sing something, the piano player may play something, and we all can do things together. And that's what jazz is all about. So that's why everybody should care about jazz.
And I've also heard that you played to presidents.
Yes, I sang for President Bush, President Clinton in South America, Vice President Moore, and had a lot of fun.
Well, thank you very much for letting us interview you.
And thank you all. You all have a great school. You totally rock. Did I do it right? Did I do it right? Because I'm like really old, so yeah, I hope I did that right. So you rock. Yeah. Thank you. Have a great day, y'all. Stay in school and buy a jazz record.
Wow, she must really love jazz music.
She probably does.
You know what sounds good right now?
No, what?
A cool glass of lemonade.
Let's find out where we can get one.
CWC's second graders recently had a lemonade sale called Alex's Lemonade Stand. Each scoop was 25 cents. Alex's Lemonade Stand was a fundraiser for kids that have cancer, and our school gives that money that the second graders earn with the lemonade stand to the kids. The second graders earn about $240. What refreshing lemonade!
Well, that's all the time we have. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Gage.
You're watching CWCTV. Oh, and remember to check back soon for our latest broadcasts. Goodbye. Hey, Gage, do you hear music?
You know what? I do. I think...
This is Gage and Mason's favorite book, Amy's Bell. It's... What are you filming?
They love it. See, look, Gage is hugging
What are
it.
you filming?
See, look, he loves it. See?
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Gage.
Alright, Slime. I think it's Ashley the zombie. What's that?
Ashley, have you ever bobbed for apples on Halloween?
No, but CWC. I'm from not the West Coast, but Booga booga booga.
Hi, welcome to CWC.
I'm Ashley.
I can't. It's hard. It's hard.
Hi, welcome to CWC News.
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Gage.
And this